We just spent 7 days fishing in Central Florida, including one of the most beautiful lakes in the entire state. We didn't catch a single fish, but I think that's only a failure if I don't analyze it. We ignored warnings, we fought our gear, and we fished like the water owed us something. These are classic mistakes, and in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly where we went wrong. I'm Ted Tremonti, Macon Angler, and today we're performing an autopsy.
This lake is dead. Ah.
I've always heard that you can catch a bass in 3 inches of fresh water in Florida. So when we booked a house with a dock and a community ramp on Lake June in winter for a full week, I figured we were set. The lake's almost 3,700 acres, and the entire western shore is seemingly ideal bass habitat. But the Fish Angler app told a different story. The water charts and the few logged catches that were there all pointed to the same problems. Little to no holding structure, sandy bottom, and 30 feet of depth across most of the lake.
It comes up quick right here. It's probably like 2 feet there, 6 feet over there. The grass that it does have is so small, there's no fish in it anyway. I don't even see beds. You'd think there would be beds. I don't even see minnows here though.
That's what I'm saying, there's nothing.
This lake is dead.
Then I noticed Lake Istokpoga nearby, which at 27,000 acres dwarfed Lake June in winter. With an average depth of 4 feet, a perimeter completely surrounded by lilies and reeds, and dozens of catches logged, I told myself that Lake Istokpoga would be a great backup plan if we got bored of catching on Lake June in winter. After all, lakes this big had to have fish in them. That was our first mistake. Bass don't exist in water just because it's big and pretty. They need structure, oxygen, and food.
How was your walk?
I catch it yet?
If you don't have a line out, you can't bring a fish in. But after a few days of fishing, we had spent what felt like half of our time on the water poking the fish finder trying to tease meaning out of the orange noise. We've watched probably every tutorial online, but after 4 years of fishing together, I don't think either my dad or I have ever seen a mark on that screen that made us say, yes, that's a fish. I chalked it up to a skill issue, but maybe it's not entirely our fault. My dad's Mako Pro Skiff rolled out of the Bass Pro Shop's parking lot with its transducer mounted here, next to this channel on the hull. This leads to enormous turbulence here on the transom, but the professionals at the Tracker Service Center must know better. After the trip, I dug up some promotional material from Mako showing a fitted out transom with the transducer in a completely different location. It turns out we might have spent the last 4 years reading turbulence bubbles and motor interference due to incompetent rigging. That's 4 years we can't get back, but we'll have it fixed for the next trip. As an aside, I could probably do an entire video on the things that needed fixing on this Mako after it had just rolled off the lot. Let me know if that's something you'd want to see. The fish finder may not be our fault, but wind knots, bird's nests, and snags certainly are. Longtime viewers know that I often send my lures to live in the trees.
Goodbye, beetle spin.
This trip was no different, though the trees were taller than ever.
There we go.
You gotta really move closer. That's put out.
Come on, I spend most of my time in the trees.
And then there was the constant snagging.
That's a snag.
Time and time again, I set the hook into
Instant
a stick
snag.
or lily and had to nuke our spot, making noise to retrieve it.
I'm gonna stop fishing. I'm snagged. There's the snag. I'm gonna myself. I was so sure. I got a thump and everything.
Set the hook good.
Weedless. Weedless. Weedless.
Weed full.
But heavy cover didn't ruin my trip. It was the line on my reels. Both my bait caster and light tackle reel were filled with braid I knew was prone to tangling.
What the? Oh, come on.
Not enough. That doesn't happen on spinning reels.
What the f? I'm prepared for the worst week of fishing of my life at this point.
I was too cheap to respool, so I tied fresh Power Pro over top of the junk and left it for future Ted to deal with.
Oh, God. I hate bait casters.
Evidently, I'm future Ted. I'd burned through the good line on both spools, leading to multiple nasty blowups. I blame the braid, but it's really on me.
Getting ready to have another wind knot.
The instant I suspected a spool of line was the problem, I should have tossed it. Instead, I let it drive me nearly insane.
I'm gonna lose it.
Every day without a catch made us fish harder the next day, which made us fish worse. By the time we got to Lake Istokpoga, we had stopped fishing and started trying to force a fish to bite. In that desperate focus on what was beneath us, we forgot to look up and around. We were in a real-life oil painting. Bright green lilies as far as the horizon, stark white birds patrolling the banks, and a golden sunrise streaming through the branches of ancient cypress trees. But I didn't see any of it. I was too busy staring at a screen.
Yeah, see, look, it's only set to 5 feet.
Picking apart knotted braid.
I hate bait casters.
And cursing at fish.
I'm not greedy. I just want one fish.
I missed a week with my dad and uncle.
Let's use the trolling motor. I'm putting the trolling motor down.
So?
Turn the motor off.
Motor! You ever try another hobby?
I've tried every hobby. I'm not good at any of them.
I missed a chance to really be there. The water doesn't owe you anything, and if you act like it does, you'll miss what it offers you.
Come on. Ah, that's the closest I've been to catching a fish all week. The world's worst fisherman. All 3 of them in one spot. That's kind of impressive. Oh, I had a hit.
There you go. The saltwater fish. Watch, I'm gonna get it. Coming out. There he is. Missed it.
I may not catch anything next time either, but I know I'll fish differently. If you recognize the mistake we made that I didn't mention, go ahead and drop it in the comments below and I'll read it before our next trip. If you like this type of content, subscribe and see if the next one goes any differently. Until then, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go get back out on the water.